and do all of your work on some unlisted custom page. That way, if you make a mistake, you can just wipe it out and start over. And you're not messing with your website.
Can you duplicate an existing custom page to work on for things like that offline?
Yes.
Can you duplicate it?
Yes.
Meet our officer's page.
Mm-hmm.
Take it offline.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, all you have to do is go into the source, copy all of that source code, and then create a custom page, and unlist it, and paste that source code in, and it will make a duplicate of that page. And then you can mess with it. I've done that more than once. But you see that the scrolling text is right there at the top. So now I'm going to go back in here, and once again it didn't. And I'm going into my source, and I'm going to get rid of that. And I think I'm supposed to get rid of this here too. Let's see where we're at. And I haven't forgotten you. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to bring this up, and there is that code.
Can you make it bigger?
You want to get a picture of it?
Yes. You might change it to 48 or something?
That is just the basic code. You saw how small the text was. But what you can do is you can, once you put that scrolling text in, you can get out of the source code page and back to your WYSIWYG, and you can highlight that text, and you can change the font size, you can change the font, you can change the color, you can make it italicized, you can make it bold. You can do all of those things, and the code will automatically be added on the source code page. So, but you can do it all in the WYSIWYG once you put that code in. Did that make sense? Did everybody understand what I was? Okay.
So in other words, that basic code is the key to making changes, but you don't have to know the code to change the color. You just change the color.
Yes, exactly. You're in the WYSIWYG and you say, I don't like black, I want it to be blue. So you just highlight it and change it to blue, and that code is automatically added on the source code page.
Now, on mine here, the code is not the top.
Okay. Dan, what time is it? Do you even know?
It is
25.
Oh, you said 24. Ooh, man. Okay, so are we past the PDF now?
Yes.
Okay. And if you have questions about this, email me or contact me, because as has already been said, I don't have a life. Toastmasters is my life. So, we're not done yet, but was there other questions about other things that we wanted to do? Tabs. Oh yeah. I remember that now.
Can I think the problems we might have? On logging in, there were multiple logins, and I couldn't get rid of them.
Wow, that's That's a great question. I don't know.
When they choose their awards,
Look good.
dress. The old one keeps coming out.
I don't know. I'd have to look at it. Okay. Tabs and calendar code. Okay, here is your tabs code. And it's a little more complicated. Your tabs code is going to be this. But what you do is you'll notice that it says My Tabs, and then User Tabs, and then, so it's got a dev ID line, and then it's got a UL, which is an unlisted, no, it's unsorted, wait a minute.
It's a bullet point. It's like
Something
bullet
list.
points listed.
Yes, it's an unsorted list, that's what it's called. And then you've got your tabs, and then this would be the content of your tab, in between this UL and this dev and that dev. And then that would be the second one, and that would be the third one. So this would be your first tab, this would be your second tab, and that would be your third tab. Background color on that. Maybe. I've never tried. Because it wasn't interesting to me. Sorry. Okay, so if I go back to my Camarillo Toastmaster Club website, I've got, right here, I've got Start Your Toastmaster Journey, and I've got tabs. So let's go ahead and so start your journey, visit it, and so it's first is Toastmasters right for you? Visit a club, become a member, choose your learning path. So there's 4 different. Now let's look at the code as. Okay, let's see if this will work for me. Yeah. All right. So you see step 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is what I had on the page, and then start your journey, and then visit a club, start your journey, become a member. It's all on one page when you look at it in the WYSIWYG. But it only separates it out when you go back to your website page. So let's look at the source, and that looks a little more complicated than the original source. And that's, see what I did is I put in that LI line, I put 947, which is my club number, tab 1. And the reason I appended that and gave it a different name is I didn't want this to be confused. I didn't want the website to think, oh, he's put some tabs over here and it's supposed to be on this page. So by calling it 947, that changes it from the methodology that's used by the website. Was that as clear as mud? So here are the tabs right here at the top, and then here is the content. So when you saw the original code right here, and you saw this is some content. So you see this right here, that right there, and that right there, those brackets. That's where all of your content has to go in between. And it doesn't matter how much content it is. It can be images, it can be links, it can be text, it can be all manner of things. And it will treat it like it's a page, but it will make that page under a tab. So you don't want to ever put, like code up in here or down here, but you want to make sure you get it between those brackets. And you'll be fine. And if you have any questions on this, call Linda.
That's okay, I don't mind. I'll help.
Okay, so no, if you have any questions on this, contact me. So I've got my contact information on that resource handout. And I am very, very willing to sit down and talk with you and work with you while you're working on your website. You be on your computer, I can be on mine, and I'll walk you through it, okay? All right, I'm not going to go into the, actually putting tabs on the page because it's, like you saw, it's pretty complicated, or it can be. All right, so I'm going to close this again. Okay, next question. Any other questions?
I'm just wondering if these resources are somewhere online that we can copy and download online, or is it?
I can email that to you.
Oh, that's true. I'm
Yeah.
lazy too.
Yeah, I hear you. You don't want to sit down and fat finger it in, right?
But they go to the manual, I know they've got their instructions, but do they have a manual? User manual?
I created one.
Have you get a copy, or download a copy?
Yes, it's actually on the web. Okay, let me go back to District 33. So, Marissa, here might be something that you can look at. Right here on the side, it says Free Toast Host Club website building tools. And if you click on that, it opens up that page that had tabs. And the first one is the website videos. The second one is a Free Toast Host website manual. And this is something I created. And it's got the basic instructions. So that website manual you're talking about is right there. Now, if you want to go to Free Toast Host itself, their support, they have documents, they have documentation, and what have you, and they have a forum.
They have those that code too.
What again?
They also have that div code that you showed. That div code for
Yes, yes, the tab code?
yeah, where you got those tabs, they have those.
Yes, that was, the tab code was thanks to Steve James. And you know, the amazing thing about that is those guys are all volunteers.
Yes.
They're Toastmasters, just like us. They're not paid. So be nice to them, please. I've seen some stuff on that website or that forum where they're all, what's wrong with you people? Why can't you fix this? And it's like, hey dude, I'm just a volunteer. Sir? Restricted pages.
Like district leaders only, members only. Can you restrict?
How do you restrict them? You mean on this website?
On any website, presumably you can't
You
even.
make
district leaders only,
custom
district
page.
Right, okay, and so let's go back to Camarillo evening and members only. And so what you do is when you go into your, well, if I go to members only, you see that I have 2015 CETM member directory. And when I created that page, down at the bottom where it was public, members, officers, that's where you do that.
But the website itself automatically restricts access to that, you log in as members.
Yes, if it's members only, then you have to log in before you can see those pages. And if it's officers only, you actually have to be an officer of the club before you can see them. And then unlisted, I think maybe anybody could see them if they had the correct name.
I just want to make sure, like, I got another organization that has something like that, but to make something members only is a very complicated process.
Very easy, very simple. You just tell it, when you go in there, you tell it, I want this to be, let's go here into this page and go down to the bottom. If I wanted to, I could just say members only. Right there. And then once you click on it, then it'll ask you to save it, or it'll say, are you sure? Let's check that out, am I right? Yes, see? So if I close this, yeah, close. And let's save, because I really did want that to be public. Next question. Yes, ma'am.
When you're, and I took over the website in late July, I
Mhm.
only had it for a couple months, and I started tracking hits. But there's no place on the site that I can find, because the member directory tells you who's been involved or who's been a guest, etc. But there's nowhere on the site that it tells me how many hits it had prior to July, because that wasn't an option that the club used. Is there anyone I can contact to find out? Because, I mean, I've got very little hits, well, quite frankly, in my opinion, for what I'm using for other sites that I've consulted, but I have no comparison. And those hits aren't trackable between a member logging in versus, say, just someone from the general public logging in. Is that available, or is...
Okay, the short answer to that question, which is about, is there a way to go back and get historical website hits? I believe the short answer to that question is no. At least I don't know of any. But you could contact Steve James or some of the other people on the forum and ask them. Maybe there's a way to go back and get it. I personally have never really worried about that. I mean, we have a very active website at Camarillo Evening. We are a President's Distinguished Club. I'm sorry. Okay, right there. 1,879 hits, unique hits. And that is a lot for just a club website, I think.
Then I shouldn't complain. I only have 300 hits in the last 4 months, so I'm a little...
There you go. Well, now each time, I'll get to you, Cozy. Each time a person goes to the website and then goes away from the website and then comes back to the website, it might be considered a second hit.
Which includes the webmaster.
Yes.
You'll also,
It says unique visitors up there, so I'm wondering if it does track it differently.
Yeah, that's an excellent question.
Unique visitors. It would be based on your...
Linda, why don't you ask Steve that question?
you can also, the way you get more visitors is always, as a web developer, you always want to have something new on your site. Because if someone goes to your site and they see the same old thing over and over and over again, they're never going to go back to it. You need to like he said, you need to put pictures up and you need to have it constantly changing and rotating out and make it different each time.
Each week that we meet at Camarillo Evening Toastmasters, we take pictures and they get replaced. Now, we also have, you'll notice right here, social media links. And as the VPPR for Camarillo Evening, I upload our weekly pictures to our website, and then I immediately go to Facebook and I post them on Facebook because we have a Facebook page. And then I will even, I'll put them on Google Plus